KPSLA at 4. At LA County's Ballot Processing Center, about 400 employees are working 10 to 12-hour shifts following Tuesday's primary election. Dean Logan is the county's registrar recorder and county clerk.
It's pretty close to nonstop, pretty close to around the clock. Obviously, for transparency purposes, we don't want to be counting ballots in the dark at night.
With about half of the ballots counted so far, we asked them what voters have been wondering. And they're asking, why is this taking so long? What do you want to say, sir?
Well, actually, in truth, we're ahead of the pace that we've been in past elections. The reality is in California, the election laws allow voters the greatest opportunity and options for when and where to cast their ballots.
Californians can vote in person or use drop-off boxes or by mail. Professor Christian Gross is the director of USC's Democracy and Fair Elections Lab. He says a lot of people waited until the last minute to mail their ballots.
The U.S. Postal Service is much slower, they have less resources. Mail
The full picture screen, right? Yes, she worked real hard. I had to have Julia come help me. I thought you were coming back and I was waiting for you because I was like, I can't go. Oh, I forgot. I got pulled on something. I was like, oh my God. I thought about it after that.
LA mayor, so exceptions can't be made. Logan said about
Hi there. Yeah, I got mine already.
Oh, you got yours?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
700,000 remaining.
By this weekend and early next week, the whole voter ballots should be processed and
results, we want to take a look at the battle for California's 40th congressional district. The voter approved Prop 50, redrawing the congressional maps, and it pitted veteran Republicans Ken Calvert and young Kim against each other. The new district, it stretches from Villa Park to Rancho Santa Margarita and east to Marietta.
Now, Prop 50 is also having a big impact on District 48, representing Palm Springs, Hemet, Temecula, and much of eastern San Diego County. Now, the map heavily favors Democrats. CBS News is projecting Republican Jim Desmond and Democrat Marty Von Wilbur will advance to the general election in November. And we are expecting a new vote drop any minute, as we are talking about, and we will bring you those numbers when they come in.
That's right. You can also find all the up-to-date election results on CBSLA.com. Now to this. Today is the penalty phase in the civil case against socialite Rebecca Grossman and former Dodger Scott Erickson. Yesterday, members were found negligent in the deaths of two brothers taken killed in a Westlake Village crosswalk. And the jury
I briefly looked at it. I'm not doing it, but I briefly looked at it.
to the boys' family. Mark and Jacob Iskander were killed in 2020. Their family suing Grossman and Erickson in civil court. Jurors have determined the two acted with malice. So that means it went to a new phase of trial. They heard testimony today about finances. The Iskander's attorney asking.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have much interest in it. Where is she? I mean, oh yeah. Yeah, if somebody instructed her to do that and I'm supposed to be doing it, let me know. But yeah, okay, bye.
And of course, we're going to continue tracking this. Testimony continues tomorrow.
Well, the chemical at the center of a hazmat crisis in Garden Grove, staying put for now, and the company that owns the tanks holding that chemical, GKN Aerospace, well, they're pouring millions of dollars into local nonprofits. CBSLA's Michelle Julie live in Garden Grove to tell us where that money is actually going. Michelle.
That's right, and the mayor of Garden Grove wants GKN to speak directly to the residents that were affected in person, something that hasn't happened yet. But we do expect to hear from some of those who evacuated last month during this incident at a community meeting here at the community center in Garden Grove in just about 20 minutes. GKN has set up a fund for those
Yeah.
displaced.
Yeah.
Now I'm behind on rent. I don't think I read those maps right. Was I sure that happened for results?
Hey. Ugh. It's exactly what. Okay, I'll talk to her. Yeah, I'll talk to her. No, yeah, hold off until I talk to her. Okay, bye. Okay. Hey, Nate. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna add these live pics, but kill the audio, please. Sat 53. It's RS7. Yeah.
To assist people who were affected. The maximum allowed per family, according to GKN's website, is currently $500. Garden Grove's Mayor Stephanie Klopfenstein wants GKN officials to come face-to-face with the public to answer questions and address concerns.
$3 million is not enough, and we know this is more than just dollars and cents. The emotional toll that this took on so many people is ongoing, and so not only do we want to make sure that cost recovery efforts continue and that families are made whole, but we want to continue to hold GKN accountable.
The Orange County Healthcare Agency is overseeing the removal of the chemicals in 2 tanks next to the compromised tank. Officials say it could happen Friday if the right equipment arrives.
And so we're trying to remove those liquids. The only way to remove the liquids is to have storage and be able to do safely. GKN is responsible to do that. However, the county's responsibility is watching and making sure, monitoring that it's removed safely and that.
Sorry, I just put those in.
And again, these chemicals, which the officials say they neutralize and are safe, are expected to be pumped out of the tank and into trucks, and that could happen now, we're being told, as early as tomorrow. But the schedule could once again change. We are also told that air monitoring is ongoing and that nothing has been detected out of the norm throughout this incident. Again, that's according to the authorities. Now, as for that damaged tank, no word yet on how that will be removed. and again, it does contain chemicals, so we're waiting to hear about that. That's latest live in Garden Grove. I'm Michelle Taylor, back to you.
All right, Michelle, thank you. Let's get to some breaking news. An earthquake shaking Las Vegas today. The magnitude 3.8 quake struck about 15 miles west of the Las Vegas Valley just before 2 o'clock this afternoon. Now, it was centered in the Summerlin South community. There were no immediate reports of any damage or injuries.
And we are following some developing news right now happening this afternoon at MacArthur Park. Federal agents have once again descended there on the park.
CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk. Mike, this was a joint effort with the LAPD?
Yeah, there's a lot of people down there. In fact, DA Nathan Hochman is actually speaking right now. A moment ago, the assistant chief for the LAPD speaking as well. We'll show you some of the video here, though. Now, unlike previous operations that have happened at MacArthur Park, this doesn't appear to be targeting any one person or business in particular. Nonetheless, though, you see agents, armed agents, some of them in tactical gear from the DEA, the LAPD there as well, kind of just detaining whoever they come across that they believe may have drugs or may be involved in crimes. We have seen them detain people and then release people, those same people that they were detaining. So it's kind of unclear exactly what the operation here is. It appears, though, that they're just kind of walking the park and making arrests based on either probable cause for drug activity or other crimes that may or may not be happening inside of the park, though. But either way, a very large presence from law enforcement, both federally and locally. I want to show you live pictures now. That's that press conference where you see DA Nathan Hochman talking. That's the agent in charge of the DEA for the Los Angeles area. Behind him, Bill Asaley, the first assistant U.S. attorney, has been there as well. And again, unlike last time, they're not cutting into businesses. They don't appear to be targeting any one thing or person in particular. It seems like their operation here is just to kind of walk around the park and do some crime suppression activities. The DEA agent just prior to us coming on the air with it did say this is not something that they're just going to do a one and done. They're going to keep coming back here, they say, until they have compliance with crime in MacArthur Park. The federal government, Bill Asaley, very critical of MacArthur Park, what's gone on in it, very critical of some of our local leaders here about what's been allowed to go on there in MacArthur Park. They've been a very targeted effort to deal with MacArthur Park and make it known that they are doing crime suppression activities in that area, including some recent arrests of some other people there too. So we'll continue to follow this. We have a reporter there on the ground, but again, another very large law enforcement operation happening this afternoon in MacArthur Park.
Megan, it's interesting going after maybe users this time versus last time it was dealers.
Yeah, you know, again, they seem to have last time had a pretty targeted idea of what they were after and had search warrants for it. This time, it's kind of just going by and seeing who they can pick up. We saw one person in handcuffs, and then a couple seconds later, we saw them let that person go. So it's just kind of seeing what they see. It appears down there today.
Mike, we know you'll track it for us.
Yep.
Thanks so much. Coming up, scoring a goal for safety.
Yeah, first responders across the country rolling out new action plans to protect fans at World Cup venues with just days till the games actually begin.
Two catastrophic fires nearly 500 miles apart have pushed an unlikely friendship. Just ahead here on CBS LA, we got to tag along when a much-anticipated visitor dropped in on Altadena.
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw that at you.
Oh.
But
No, you're fine.
I find it interesting though that Hochman's there this time. He was not there last time.
He was not, no. And it's because Asaley said that they partnered with locals more this time because yeah, LAPD is there too, because there are some the federal government can't prosecute everything. There are some things that are not federal crimes.
So they're trying to
Yeah.
almost like spread the load.
So they need the DA there to cooperation with the DA to prosecute some of the crimes that they're not able to prosecute.
I say that so confident, like I don't know where I'm going. I don't. Is it?
It's here.
Okay. Do I go?
No, you will.
No, I'm here. No, I'm close. Okay. Who's going, Mike?
Lori's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they let people behind the scenes, do we know?
There is no behind the scenes really because
They just went.
they're just walking the park.
Betting
Yeah.
went on.
Right.
Okay.
anchors say they can't see the top of the prompter.
The deadliest wildfire in California history killed 85 people in the town of Paradise, which is north of Sacramento.
Now, one of its survivors is working to help victims of other massive fires like the ones, of course, here recently in Southern California. Our Carl Lindstrom shows us how he's formed a special bond with Altadena.
Nearly a year and a half after the Houston fire, someone who truly understands its catastrophic toll is set on Altadena.
This is just to see it here. I love seeing all the sticks in the air.
Steve Crowder is the mayor of Paradise, California. Back in 2018, nearly 500 miles north of here, this deadly campfire ravaged his community.
We lost 95% of our town. There were 13,000 homes lost.
Victoria Knapp is Altadena's town council chair when the Eaton fire devastated Altadena. That tells the story, right? The two small town leaders began a friendship on January 7th. Crowder saw televised images of Altadena burning.
I went, oh, that's paradise. I mean, the winds and the weather conditions and the devastation. I decided I had to reach out and call Victoria.
We are going to see
Are we going to see the results, or are we just saying they got it?
likely not historical. Knapp finished her town council term, but remains on the front lines of recovery efforts.
Okay, I
She
have no
visited
idea
Crowder
where
in Paradise and has gotten guidance from him on everything from debris removal to securing funding.
FEMA
Yeah.
emergency service responses have always been to floods and tornadoes and hurricanes.
Yeah.
They really didn't respond to fires. Well, our mega fire, they have.
While here for his second trip since the fire, Crowder toured the Collaboratory, a resource hub for survivors.
This is where everyone that died was, and then these are the houses that are complete in blue. Everything in red is completely destroyed.
Wow. We're probably 42% rebuilt.
Paradise's numbers 8 years later are sobering. That says in Altadena, about 1,500 of the more than 6,000 properties destroyed have started construction, with about 60 now complete. She estimates this town's rebuild will take at least 5 years, with big challenges still ahead, like lots stuck in limbo, growing weeds.
This became such a community hub.
Crowder says Paradise's focus on rebuilding better public schools is fueling a shift in demographics.
It is definitely a younger community.
Part of the reason for his second trip here since the fire was to speak at a library event.
One thing that we can offer is hope. Hope that, yes, you can come back.
Yes, Marco.
Personal tour at her home under construction. Crowder also
Yeah. Take the setup. Oh, it's not. Yeah. Pull the setup and I'll send it in a second.
pushing the community service. What will it be?
We will
Yeah.
eventually be home. And I think that part of this process is acclimating to that.
If we can help another community, that's something that's good that came out of our fire, and we will need that.
Mara Lindstrom, CBS, LA.
We are calling breaking news. New results just got dumped in the primary election. Here are the latest numbers for the governor's race. Right now, Steve Hilton has 27%, Javier Becerra at 25%, and Tom Steyer at 20%. Chad Bianco in fourth at 11%.
We also got new votes that have been released in the race for the LA mayor. CBS LA is projecting Karen Bass is going to make it to that runoff. Now the big question is who will come in second. Spencer Pratt sitting right now at 29.4%. Nithya Raman at 23.4%. So widening her lead a little bit there. Spencer Pratt.
Marco.
We'll have to wait and see how this.
I'm just going to send it to the T's placeholder.
CBS LA political reporter Tom Wade, he's going to be joining us again at 4:30 with more analysis on these latest results that once again just came into our newsroom.
Well, we've got some June gloom that continues, bring us clouds in the morning before we clear up nicely for the afternoon.
Pretty perfect, if you ask me. Marina Jurek is looking ahead to the weekend because it's never too early to start talking about the weekend.
Hey, can I talk to Orlando? Hey, hey, so apparently the message was not correctly relayed. So I'm gonna do the interview for them to air as a VOSOT. Yeah, so if you'll still set it up, and then I'll send you my Zoom link, and then I'll do the interview. But I just want to do it as a hit. I mean, ideally, if they can do like 6:45. Yeah. Yep. Thank you. Bye. Thanks, lady. Appreciate it. I'm assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk. Still to come here at 4 o'clock. Caught on camera, coyote attacks a dog in Rolling Hills. The update on the condition of that dog and what the pet's owner is saying this afternoon.
Plus, 8 days until the World Cup in LA. Why fans could be greeted by protesters when they show up at SoFi Stadium.
I'm Jim Gill, live at the beautiful Riviera Country Club in Pacific Palisades, where for the very first time, the ladies are playing in the U.S. Open. We'll have that and more for you when I come back in sports.
I just left all my crap over when I found out I was.
Oh, I sent you a text, Hunter, too.
Did you? Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no technology on me. Did we always start the 4 over there and I just am okay.
Because of elections.
I was like, am I really not paying attention? Like that
We sometimes go over there.
Sure,
But never.
but not like start. Okay.
Swear.
I mean, this really is like, I guess, right when I'm getting assigned stories, so it's tough to really tune in, but.
He was yesterday. Yeah, it was. What was it? Yeah, I think it was Newport Beach. Yeah, he was. It was yesterday. We had a reporter on it yesterday. Where in Orange County is the apartment locked down? Look at this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you know, the pet owner obviously shaken up by this after her dog was attacked. She said she went to go bring the dog inside, noticed that the dog was not moving and was visibly injured, and rushed the dog to a vet, where thankfully the vet was able to do some good work and that dog is recovering. But they went back to check their cameras and look what they found. This coyote wandering around on their porch. Again, this is in the Rolling Hills area of Los Angeles County where all this went down. Now, they say this happened, it was a little bit later at night. She went to go bring her dog inside. She noticed the dog wouldn't move, as I mentioned, and took the dog to the emergency vet over on Crenshaw. The dog is a little bit older, is expected to survive, but the owner says that notes that her fence is 5 feet high and says she has seen more coyote activity in May than she has ever before in that area, and obviously urging her neighbors and everyone watching the video to keep your pets inside, pets and small children really too as well. As you can see, this coyote has no kind of qualms here about coming right up onto the front porch of that home, kind of looking around, and unfortunately it does appear that her dog was attacked as a result of this. So a good warning for people to remember that these coyotes, they are everywhere, and in some situations they do attack young pets. Guys?
All right, Mike, thank you. Still ahead, a new batch of election results just in.
Right, Tom Wade is in our election center breaking down 2 key races for us.
Plus, the warning signs of concussions, and it's not just for football players.
She couldn't even be within 5 minutes of the noise and the sound of a regular school gym.
Why head injuries can be easy to miss, and the signs and symptoms to really look out for.
attempted to deliver a letter to FIFA officials at SoFi Stadium, but were told that there was nobody there to receive it. The union will announce the results of that strike vote tomorrow evening.
And safety is a big focus at venues around the country ahead of the World Cup, and first responders are rolling out new tech and new tactics for fan safety.
Biggest concern is obviously the unknowns. Are we going to have a violent attack or drone attack or something along those lines? But what I can say is we plan for all those things.
Well, FEMA is allocating more than $620 million to the U.S.'s 11 host cities to secure what officials are calling the single biggest sporting event in history.
Riviera Country Club is hosting the U.S. Women's Open for the very first time this week.
That's right, Jen Hill joining us from Riviera with a preview of this weekend's big event. Hi, Jim.
How are you doing? It's going to be absolutely amazing, and it's already started. That is for sure. It's the 100th anniversary of the famed Riviera Country Club, and as part of that, how about this? The U.S. is opening with the Women's Open for the very first time. And I'll call up with some of the participants in this match. Meanwhile, the number one player in the world, Amelia Corda, teed up early this morning. Not quite the start that she was hoping for, that's for sure. 4 bogeys on the card. She shot a 2-over-par round of 73 and may be in danger of missing the cut if she doesn't go low tomorrow. That is really amazing. Meanwhile, opening round of the Memorial Tournament, hosted by the one and only Jack Nicklaus, of course, where the world's number one on the men's side, Scotty Scheffler, is looking to win the Memorial for a 3rd straight year. Scotty shot and fired a 1-over-par round of 73. He trails round 1 leader Wendy Clark by some 6 shots. Meanwhile, the U.S. Women's Open is in the premier event for the USGA. That's for sure. And every year, a couple of thousand volunteers help the tournament to run really, really smooth. And since 2021, the Women in Turf program have brought together industry professionals to work on the course all week long and do some major, major good things for that. With Riviera hosting this year, Joe Pena Lopez spent this past Monday checking out their work firsthand. And that's a look at sports from the Riviera Country Club. Back to you in Los Angeles, now in the studio.
All right, thanks so much, Jim. Coming up, some unwanted house guests.
How germs could be creeping their way into your home without you even knowing it.
Plus, people aren't the only ones suffering through allergy season. How you can spot symptoms in your pets.
Not bad. I only mentioned audio, but I was like, he didn't mention it.
One of those bad screws.
Yeah, yeah.
Most people don't even
There it is.
Of course.
they just kind of like look at the golf course and like, oh, it's there. But we're here before anyone wakes up.
And of course, the eye box.
You don't have
Mine, I just turned my big makeup eye.
so it really,
Oh, you can see it
yeah,
though.
okay.
It's, I mean, it really, it's funny how some days are worse than others, and I think I'm getting allergies, but it's literally just push-ups in general. I have such sensitive skin. I honestly don't even know, like, my eyes are kind of more the inside of my, like, eyelid, and it's,
Yeah.
and then,
What kind of glue are they using to do? Is it
so
always-
I never get my hair done, obviously, because I'm not usually, but I don't know what she used. I know Blair uses hypoallergenic, but it's so
So
irritating,
it's,
yeah. I think it's just anything being that
Near
close to
your
my eye is
yeah.
gonna make it, yeah. But yours is just a latex on?
So I have that, it took forever to figure it out, and it was those little cute sponges.
Yeah.
that
Most
they
people
use
don't
in-
even realize this is a thing, and they just kind of like look at the golf course and like, oh, it's there.
That is I mean, and not just the life of a woman.
Most people
So
don't even
much we get to
realize this is a thing,
to worry
and
about.
they just kind of like look at the golf course and like, oh, it's there. But we're here before anyone wakes up.
It'd be nice if you could pinpoint it before your wedding day.
I know. Cause
But
I've
from a
always,
distance, you can't see it.
even though without them, sometimes they're still irritated, cause I was like, well, I'll just go without fake eyelash
Is there anything even still happening?
President Trump is criticizing lawmakers one day after the U.S. House approved a war powers resolution. It limits the president from conducting military action in a
Okay,
foreign
yeah, I haven't
state
sent an email.
without congressional approval. Four Republicans joined Democrats in the vote.
Yeah.
The president is
Okay.
calling them
But
unpatriotic and said the U.S. is in the final stages of negotiations with Iran. But today, Iran said in a statement, there's not been meaningful progress.
They think that they have time on their side, and that the United States, Israel, the Gulf states will buckle to their demands.
Iran also warned an attack by Israel on Hezbollah in the Lebanese capital of Beirut would trigger a full-scale resumption of the war. SoCal drivers are seeing a little relief, at least at the pump, even as the war with Iran continues to disrupt global energy. The average is now $6 in LA. That is still, of course, very high, but down from the peak last month. It's $5.89 in Orange County, $5.89 in Ventura County, and the Inland Empire is sitting at the lowest at $5.86.
Well, people aren't the only ones suffering this allergy season. Pets can also suffer from environmental, flea, and food allergies. Veterinarians say the most common signs of allergies in pets are, itchiness in the paws and around the face and lips. Other signs include breathing issues, ear problems, digestive issues, and behavioral changes, which is why treatment is so critical. Doctors also recommend using air filters, hypoallergenic bedding, and flea and tick control.
Well, your neighbor's germs could be unwanted guests in your home without you even realizing it. Listen to this. A new study published in the Public Library of Science journal found that viruses may be slipping between spaces through ventilation systems. Researchers traced a COVID outbreak where 15 people got sick despite never coming face to face. They say a bathroom vent may have helped virus particles float between floors.
Well, a celebration in Boyle Heights today honoring an iconic artist. The library at Mendez High School was officially renamed the Robert Vargas Library. Award-winning actor Edward James Olmos emceed the event, speaking about Vargas's contributions to the community, among them creating to support victims of the Eaton fire.
Robert, to me, is the essence of what we can do the best at. And that is to really
Almost?
give back.
I heard that on the radio.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm definitely getting part of this. Say it wrong.
What an incredible honor it is to stand before you and receive this recognition. Sorry if I get a little emotional.
Well, the event also recognized Vargas's mural painted on the exterior wall of the library. A rude awakening. People in Pasadena woken up by helicopters and gunfire in the middle of the night, but this was no crime scene. What it was that had people flooding police dispatch lines.
Plus, concussions in youth sports, they can be easy to miss. The signs to look out for and how a champion cheerleader is using her experience to help others.
okay, let's talk to YouTube. Potential desire. Oh, Carlos, let me check it right now. Thank you. Am I worried about? Yes. Okay. Let's see. That's a good story, Carlos. Thank you.
People in Pasadena were startled awake overnight by the sounds of helicopters and gunfire. It was all part of a military exercise. An alert went out from the city saying there would be some limited helicopter activity, but as you just heard, it was much more than that, and it caught a lot of people off guard.
I've seen a lot of confusion and a lot of people that are pretty scared. All of a sudden it sounds like, Iran is taking over or something.
Went on for an extended period of time, and it really freaked out the neighbors.
Well, as we mentioned, the city did send out an alert just hours before training started last night, and the non-emergency line was flooded with calls.
Well, if you live in Anaheim, you may be looking up to the sky more often. The Anaheim Police Department now has a drone that they're going to be using as a first responder. The department posted this video on its social media page. The department says a drone's real-time aerial view can help officers assess situations faster, improve safety, and make sure the right resources are sent. And Caltrans is testing a new drone in Central California. They will help paint over graffiti and some of those difficult-to-reach places.
That's kind of cool.
Signs and steep slopes. The technology can also make future operations safer and more efficient. Drones can keep maintenance crews away from active high-speed highway traffic, as well as eliminate the need for scaffolding or other large utility trucks.
Well, from the varsity team to the sideline in just a matter of days, concussions are not uncommon in young athletes, but how do you really recognize one, and what should you do about it? CBS LA sports anchor Darren Haynes introduces us to a Santa Clarita cheerleader and her journey to recovery.
She flies, she flips, an award-winning cheerleader. But in early October, 16-year-old Michaela Guerrero lost her slump.
I felt numb.
Days earlier, the Saucus High sophomore was practicing a new stunt with her team. Then a misstep, a collapse, and
I got whacked in the face,
her head dropped back.
and then I fell to the ground.
It was Michaela's first year as a varsity cheerleader.
So I would really want to do everything.
At first, she ignored the head and continued to cheer. 2 days later,
She couldn't even be within 5 minutes of the noise and the sound of a regular school gym.
the sound and light sensitivity was overwhelming. Children's Hospital LA's Dr. Jonathan Santana determined Michaela had suffered a concussion.
So concussion is a mild traumatic brain injury. Headaches tend to be the most common symptom. So you can get the light noise sensitivities, cognitive issues, go back and forth with eye tracking issues.
She was having a hard time reading.
Things get blurry or they get doubled.
Michaela's concussion was compounded by whiplash when her head jerked back.
My neck muscles and my vertebrae seemed severely unaffected.
Dr. Santana prescribed physical therapy and modified rest.
We don't want them to go sports right away, especially if they're symptomatic.
On the other hand,
We don't want them to be in a dark room with no sound. That actually hinders their recovery.
for Michaela, being separated from her sport was emotionally devastating.
It was just so hard.
When you take someone away from what they enjoy doing, that takes a part of them away.
This was her passion. It's what was keeping her sane. As a teenager, I had to rest, but I didn't want to rest.
After 8 weeks of physical therapy, Michaela's headaches went away and her vision returned to normal.
I thought, okay, maybe there's some light at the end of the tunnel.
2 weeks later, Dr. Santana gave the all-clear. Michaela rejoined her team in December.
I was really
CBS 10 to say $10.
All right, well, Coffee with CBS LA was in Garden Grove today at Mundo Coffee Roasters. And the main topic, of course, the chemical tank crisis. This morning, our Rachel Kim, Michelle Julie, and Rick Montanez listened to residents and business owners from around the Garden Grove area. They came to share their stories, their concerns, and issues.
Hello.
As well as the accountability that
Hello.
they would like to see
Hi.
at that situation.
No. Yeah.
As residents affected by this were demanding that the city of Garden Grove
Oh, okay, good.
take action to hold accountable.
Some people would describe me that way.
$2,000 a day to shore up employees. We go from what about us quickly to what about our employees?
Well, of course, one of the issues highlighted by people today was the cost of evacuating, on top of having to make their rent payments. One family we spoke with says they hope there can be some type of assistance. They left their apartment for 4 days, staying in hotels and shelters.
Oh, that we would do it in person.
All these people had to leave their homes and spend money on hotels.
Oh, and then we never showed up.
Stuff like that.
Oh, got it. Okay.
No money to rent. I talked to some people in apartments and houses. They hurt a lot. They hurt them a lot still, trying to catch up on payments and stuff.
Okay, let's relax.
Space has launched a series of community initiatives aimed at helping people. You can read about them on our website, cbsla.com.
Let's get a check of our weather now. Much of SoCal woke up to some cloudy weather, but the sun is once
No.
again peek through this afternoon.
Yeah.
Turned into a beautiful afternoon, Marina.
Yeah. On it, yeah, before I start recording, yeah. The background. Okay, 6:45. Okay, sounds good. Thank you, OG. Bye. Oh.
The breakthrough providing.
It's not that one, but yeah. It's the one behind me. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like fine with me.
Yeah, right? Hey. Okay, thank you. Bye. Yeah, it's weird.